How many of you want a more prosperous business? How many of you want a more prosperous business now? Welcome. This is Milton Olave. And in this segment, I want to bring about some tips that are designed to help you to take your business to the next level. Now, the question that most people would ask is, how do I do it? In a world, Milton, where there's so much competition, many conversations that come in and out of our minds where one day we're committed, the next day we're just interested. How do you finally make it work? Well, guys, it starts out by making a decision to really be all in. See, every great business entrepreneur that I've interviewed, the question that I asked the most was, what was the shift? What was it that made your company go from here to here? And they said, one day I made the decision to be all in. I realized that I was playing half-ass. I realized that my efforts were being diluted. I wasn't being consistent. I wasn't focused. And one day I went fully in. I bought into my vision. I bought into what my products and services can do in the hands of people. And they said, this is what more or less helped my business to go to the next level. Now, what do I get from this conversation is a conversation of belief. And you've heard it best. He who believes that he can will create. He that believes that cannot will not create. So, Milton, are you telling us that success and failure are usually housed in our beliefs? And I'm here to tell you, yes. So what are the emotions that stopped you? What are the conversations that got in the way? In other words, stopped your efforts in 2017. And how can we replace those with a belief system that at the end of the day will give us the commitment, especially the mental resilience, but most importantly will get us in the middle of the field taking action every single day? Because you know how it is. It's the small actions that you take on each day that will create the huge successes. So coupled with that, now we say, okay, what are the teams? Who are the people that I have to recruit into my teams? One of my mentors back in the day would say, hey, no vision is a vision, or a vision will not go to the next level unless you bring in the right people. Who do I have in the bus? And are they sitting on the right seat? That is what top entrepreneurs are always asking themselves. So who do you have? Who do you need? And hey, here's a little tip, because it happened to me. I used to be one of those guys. I used to be a good Samaritan. I wanted to give everyone a job. And I wanted to put them in positions that at the end of the day, they weren't qualified to be in. So tip number 2 here is, how can we recruit to bring on the right people that will help our vision come about and help us to take our companies to the level of profitability that they need to be at? And finally, tip number 3, it's an exercise of creative visualization. It's what you envision in your mind that you actually create in real life. So here's a little exercise for you. 12 months from now, where do you envision your company doing business at? How many employees do you envision having in your company? What are the profits that you envision 12 months from now? But most importantly, what are the things that you got to do day in and day out to make that vision come about? Friends, it is this level of what I call play and/or feeding your mind the right way with the right things that will bring about the right profits. Hope this section has invigorated you and given you some what I call tidbits of ideas that will definitely help you in your vision to go to the next level. Talk to you guys soon. Bye-bye.